Today we are going to be talking about the creator system that saves me ungodly amounts of hours every single week. Okay? So the reality is most of you guys, most creators in general, don't fail because of talent or lack of talent or right place, right time. It helps, sure. But most creators actually fail because they don't have systems. So today we're going to be breaking down the exact workflow that runs my entire creative business, what I help other creators, brands, businesses implement into their shit. It's the foundation of what I put on my store between the streamer blueprint and the creator blueprint. So today we're going to be covering idea capture, content production workflow, multi-platform posting, the big scary one, clip system monetization pipeline. Okay, that's going to be the structure of today. So what a great opener talking today about, getting a response from these individuals that are like, it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming to be posting everywhere. I shouldn't have to post everywhere. I shouldn't have to multi-stream. And then people making some kind of crazy suggestion that that's not going to be that's going to go away soon. That like somehow society is just going to snap their focus on one area. People are only going to use one thing, and it's not going to continue to get worse. So yeah, good conversation today. I think it will be a good conversation. F off to YouTube because it's better, but I'm super curious why you aren't in vertical. I am in vertical. You're just watching me in horizontal. Why would I only be in vertical? That's another question. I heard crazy comment the other day. I won't multi-stream as I have morals. Well, they also have a mental illness, M. They also have a mental illness. That's called, that's a little egotistical. Can I just say that? Can we just call it what it is? That's a little egotistical. It is egotistical because you just automatically assume that people should fluctuate toward, you just automatically assume everybody should just jump to watching you where you prefer because it's too tough to put yourself everywhere. You just assume everybody should jump everywhere. You don't want to put yourself in front of the eyes of the viewers and the people that you want to communicate in front of. You just think automatically it should just be easy. You go live in one place and everybody from around the world should just say, all right, come on in. Water's fine. How fucking arrogant and ignorant of you to just assume that you're so fucking special that you don't have to do what everybody else has to do in 2026. And yeah. And just you should just go live and everybody should just watch you, While they say that, I multi-stream silently. Exactly. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm doing the dual stream. But I'm special. Watch me. Yeah. You turn to find out that you're really not, huh? It's crazy. Men who recruited me to obey, I now work for Manchester United. You kickstarted my career. Wait, are you being serious? What? That's crazy. For the TikTok group, anything that I'm using today is available on my website. So that way you guys can just go over there. TikTok guys, help me out for the people that will be staying long-term. If you constantly see somebody like spamming, like, what are you using? All on my website. It's just on a free list under gear. It's just easily there. Bro, can you just pay you a loot of money to come to Malta? Seating up my whole streaming. Oh, I see what you're saying. What's actually funny is I do have a couple people that are trying to talk to me right now about flying me out around the US and fucking getting that going, man. That's crazy. It's weird. And see that's going to be a part of today's conversation in and of itself. The amount of things that content creators don't take advantage of instead of just trying to monetize off the views and things that they could actually monetize off of. You bet your fucking sweet ass I'm gonna take advantage of that. Creator wants to get in call and pay me an hourly one-on-one session to optimize their OBS or set up their fucking stream and shit to make it look better. Absolutely, I'm gonna take advantage of that. Absolutely, I'm gonna take advantage of that. Hold on, I just wanted to see if this Obey Reno. Whoa, damn, way long time. Like fucking 12 years ago. 12 years now, I think, met you. How are you reading chat across all platforms? Magic. Just magic. Amigo, man, I can't commit to something like that right now. That's a long travel. Malta, though, you got to be a Gamma streamer, don't you? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I bet you got all kinds of money to get me out there for a setup, too. I bet you got all kinds of money, huh? Things are well, man. Things are well. Things are well. So let's stay a little on topic today. So again, for anybody tuning in, a very crucial day today, Tactical Tuesday. So for those that don't know or are new here, my name is Biggie. Been creating content for 16 years now, 11 years full time. I myself have generated over multiple six figures over the course of my career, over seven figures, multiple. At this point in time, I've worked with brands. Everything is on my site. You want to see the list from Asus to Intel to Doritos to Jack Links to 7-Eleven to Steak to DraftKings. I have worked with some of the biggest creators, helping them with their branding and with content and with channel optimization. And I fuck up, I learn, and I report back, because that is in and of itself what we do as content creators. It's always forever changing. New platforms change, monetization comes out, brands invest, brands uninvest, platforms switch out, one becomes more dominant, one becomes less dominant. It's a fucking landscape that is forever going to be changing, forever. So it's crucial that when things are changing, you need to be ready to adapt in situations. So when it comes to creating your content, it is so fucking important that you guys have the systems and steps in place to where you just do it. Because if the creating of itself is the majority of your friction, you're so fucked, man. The next 2 years are so crucial. Across the board, one or two of you guys are going to become millionaires in here. You are, because you're going to fucking lock in. You're going to take things that other people find to be the challenging part. You're going to create a habit, a routine, a system, a blueprint that works for you. And it's going to take time off your plate to where you can focus on the important shit. How everything is changing, how brands are investing in things. How the new live format is going to be over the next couple of years. AI integration. You guys have about we all, this is not like fear mongering. We all have about a 1.5 to 3 year time frame to take advantage of the very thing that everybody is in fear of right now. You're gonna have to adapt, man. You can use the very thing too to learn a lot of this shit. Okay? Yeah. So, okay, here we go. So segment number 1. This is important. The idea capture system. So this is the one thing that I feel like a lot of creators, and what I'm learning too more of. So like I hear people get on like Gary Vee and Alex Hormozi's shows, for example, and you'll have people that are pulling in $1, $2, $3 million a month in revenue, and they don't have this. They just kind of fly. What's the phrase? Fly by the seat of their pants or something like that. Just go with the flow, guys. Idea capture system. This is generating this ideas. This is organizing ideas. You should never rely on creativity when it's time to record. You should never rely on it. If there's an echo, it's most likely TikTok. You just got to refresh the page. Just a heads up. Yep, just a heads up. It's most likely the page. Yeah. It's only for you. You just got to refresh the page and it'll fix it. I have ChatGPT tied to my stream. The viewers can literally talk to it and stream, and it responds in celebrity voice. It's crazy. So again, let me go back to that. Never rely on creativity when it's time to record. When you go to sit down and make a video, vertical, horizontal, when you go to sit down and have a stream. Today, when I went to stream today, I knew what today was going to be. I organized it, set it together. You should always have ideas stored. If for anybody that has the blueprints, you guys can vouch for this, but in the blueprints, one of the important things is, like one of the important rules is it should take less than 30 seconds for you to get to something, to store an idea, a hook, something you think of. You're out in the wild, you're taking a shit, you just got done banging the missus, or you just got done getting dick down. Ladies, we don't judge here. Boom, got a crazy idea for a video. You should be able to roll over. You should be able to pick up. You should be able to lean towards, grab something, and you should be able to jot down an idea that you have for a future video for future reference. It should be like that. You should also be able to get in the habit of finding ideas. So we talked about some tips and Free Game Friday last week, but these could be your very own comments. These could be comments of people that do the same type of content that you do in videos that are popular. If you put out informative Arc Raiders videos and you don't know what to, like, what could I make to generate views? Go to popular Arc Raiders clips, go to the top comments and see what people are asking. Those are video ideas. Those are problems. You're just essentially trying to solve a problem. Now, some people already know the answer to that. You don't not make something because of the idea that 10,000 people already know this thing. You make it because it's informative. It doesn't matter. You can go to Twitter/X. You can go to the replies. You can go to the search. You can go to Google. You can go to YouTube, and you can start to search something related to whatever it is that you do. And you can start to search like the how to or something related to whatever it is. And Google, Instagram, TikTok, anything with search engine will start to automatically give you the top suggested search results because other people are searching those things. So somebody said, I seen your desk video. We'll be ordering the exact same one. Love your setup. Nova, love that. If I wanted to come up with a desk video idea or a couple of them, I can go to the comments of my videos that are performing well. I could go to the comments of other people's videos that are performing well, see what people are asking in those. I can go to TikTok, Instagram, Google, YouTube, and I can type desk setup, and it will automatically start to say for gamers, for students, for the idea. And then you jot that down in your fancy little notebook or the app that you have. I personally have started to download or work on a Google Sheets. It's a planner system, but like just, here's an idea. All right, here's like an example. I don't know if I can zoom in high enough to where you can see. So it's idea capture. It's ideas of videos. It is hooks for those videos. Sometimes you come up with a hook before an idea. It is the platform which you can post it on, a notes section, yada, yada, yada. Either way, you don't have to do what I do. But I'm saying the point being is you cannot rely on coming up with an idea, just being like, that idea is so good, I'm not going to forget about it. I'll think of it later. You'll forget about it. Trust me, as your day goes on, you'll forget about it. Let me ask you guys this. Where do you guys currently get your video ideas when you do shit? My niche is house plants, and I've been able to grow my YouTube to 600 subs so far. I mean, you do it right, your shit on YouTube could fucking absolutely farm. Because that is a more common hobby than what you think. And I don't think there's a lot of people that do that. Okay, so this is a great example. My niche is baseball. I kind of just record part of my workout for the day. So you're just going with the flow. But in your very videos, some people are probably asking some pretty important questions where you can come up with more curated content and start outputting more. So when you go to do your workout, you can have the reactionary system of like, okay, you're going to record one thing to where you're just naturally doing it anyways. But then specifically, you can be like, oh yeah, so today I want to make sure I focus on strength training a little bit today. And somebody asked, how do I fucking hit a ball harder or throw a ball faster? Obviously, some sense of conditioning, strength training is pretty important to that, right? So instead of you just trying to figure out what to record in the moment, which you can still do also, because you already have a pretty good system with that, it sounds like, you can also start capitalizing and make 4 or 5 videos out of that one session in that one day. How do you get better at what? So question is, somebody who's self-conscious, I'll talk myself out of an idea. I would stop talking yourself out of an idea. What's the alternative? So you have 2 options. Okay, the idea is bad. You put it out there. Okay, you learn from it. It was a bad idea. It is what it is. It was a flopper. You're going to have floppers. Okay? You put it out there as a good idea. Thank God you did that, right? So there's only 2 routes you go. Well, I guess you go third route. You just never do it, and you just never know, which is the absolute fucking worst route. It's the absolute worst route. Are you monetizing, helping others monetize? Yeah. Fuck yeah, I am. Absolutely am. If you're growing a brand, okay, let me ask you, if you're growing a brand, would you be monetizing off of your brand, helping promote other brands? I mean, what's the difference? I just have, more experience in something, and I'm just taking the years of experience, packaging it up, and I'm just fucking helping somebody else do the shit. And the thing is, it's just, for me, it's, you got creators, you got creatives, you have brands, you have already established creators, like up and coming and already established. You have platforms. No, I don't allow links in here. Wait, who asked for the links? Fuck it, I'll post it, guys. He's not responding, but hopefully you guys can see it. Post what? Wait, what are you trying to, hold on. What are you trying to post? Sorry, guys. Sorry to deter. What are you trying to post over there? Dad man been trying to tell you about an amazing software to help people. Okay, well, that's not what we're talking about right now. Does it build the system? Does it build idea capturation? Does it record? Or are you talking about a completely separate thing right now, and you're trying to fucking like catapult the conversation in chat, and it's like you're super focused at the moment? Shut up, Christian. What's up, dude? If someone was consistent, took a massive break like years, would it be better to start from scratch or try to rekindle the current channel? I mean, it's not like a channel's dead, but like you don't think of whatever you did years ago is just automatically going to be there. It's not. It's just died out, man. It is what it is. He's talking about Luma Stream. It's like StreamerBot, but it controls lights. Anyways, okay, I don't give a fuck about that. Those are just completely irrelevant things right now. All right, let's stay on track. So again, back to the idea thing. I can't emphasize this enough. I cannot emphasize this enough. Your ideas go to die when you don't fucking put them down. You will forget them. It's not that your ideas are bad when you think of them. And because you forgot it, maybe it wasn't a good idea. Isn't there like a quote with that? Any idea forgotten was a good idea or something like that? Dumbest fucking take in 2026 in the world of fucking vertical content. Dumbest fucking take. Some of my best videos were the stupidest, most random ideas. Just the goofiest fucking ideas. Write down your ideas. Organize that shit. Okay? All right, number 2, recording system. I put out a video this last week talking about my entire setup. The general theme of that entire setup was one thing. Remove friction across the board. But when I go to record, there's no obstacles besides turning on the fucking shit. People overcomplicate this process and they all overstress it. They think that I put a lot of work into like the recording part of it. I don't. Sorry to burst some of you guys' bubbles. I have the setup that I have. It's set up for every single time. I record at qualities that you guys don't think I do. I stream in qualities that you guys don't think I do. Low quality. And I show up. That's it. That's it. You should have the ability and habit to be able to record multiple pieces of content in one setting. Shouldn't have to overthink and overstress about a recording setup for this and a recording setup for that. For one example, I could sit down and I could record one long form video. And from that long form video, I have it automatically set up to where I could create the one long form video. I could everything. Let's add to it. From this stream, if I wanted to today, not let this stream live in a VOD, and I wanted to turn this into a video from stream, I have it set up right now to where I could turn this into a long form video, From this, I can automatically have 2, 3, 4, 5 shorts taken it from it, vertical formats. And then from there, I can take the transcript to be able to make a tweet, a thread post, and just have other clippable moments organically from the long form as well. If these cameras are on, I can get as much content as possible. As much. In fact, as active as I've been, I haven't missed a single upload day this entire year so far. I should be doing more. I'm kind of fucking being lazy right now. I should be doing a lot fucking more. Take me calling myself out there as like a fucking example. But nonetheless, the recording part should not be I gotta take a half an hour to do everything. Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? I'm telling you, if you guys don't set up something to just make it easy, you think in your head, well, I have the gear. It's easy to set up. I'll just get it going. Dude, every time you put, we're so stupid as people. Every time you put any chance to procrastinate in front of us, we're going to procrastinate. It just is what it is. I do it all the fucking time, especially in the world where we're uploading to these sites and where the platforms themselves are designed to rot our brain. Like, we got to make a post on something or go check out, like, let me go read a comment or two and get some more ideas. I got some time to do that. Jesus Christ, you'll find yourself scrolling past really fast. It's just so addictive. It's so addictive. So again, the whole goal with the recording system is if the camera is on, I can get as much content as possible. Tips on talking to a camera and get better at script reading. Just talk to the camera more. And script reading is like, some people are really, really good at like word for word script reading, and it does work for them. I'm not the best at it. Sometimes I can in a shorter stance, but like I personally have adapted more to storyboarding, like a timeline, and ripping it. But that's just like, I work better that way. It's not necessarily that you're going to work better that way. I envy people that can actually put together a script, have a teleprompter, and like they're really natural with it. Now we're getting in an age where people are leaning way too heavy into ChatGPT or to AI in general, and you can kind of get that vibe that they're reading from AI specifically, like a specific AI script. So that's becoming a problem. But I mean, I can naturally talk to a camera because two things. One, I've been doing this so fucking long. Two, every time I go live, as stupid and cringe as it sounds, I imagine the person that I'm talking to that I'm trying to help out. That's why I get frustrated. I imagine myself sitting across the table from somebody that's like being stubborn about something and kind of pushing back. So I got to like give the energy that somebody in front of me would need to have. But you don't get to that point, I don't think, Gareth, without, like, you just got to, like, more. You know what I mean? Well, the topics, man. The topics. I'm not Peanut! I go off topic all the time, man. My ADHD brain is just fucking, it's stupid. I mean, chat can vouch for this. My active chatters can vouch for this. I veer off track all the fucking time. But the more you do, this is why the 90-day creator blueprint and streamer blueprint is just so important. About in that first 90 days of foundation building, you're just pumping out content because you're removing the filth, you're learning from your shit, and you're also developing the habit of getting better at talking the camera. When you have an objective of like, I got to put something out today, you're going to get over that real quick because you just got to fucking do it. But the more you do it, you're going to learn from retention and watch time. Okay, in this vertical here or this long form here, I noticed that I lost viewership at this point. So you're going to start to become more cognitive in a video when you do veer off track. It almost becomes like a skill set in itself. Like you start to get better at knowing, oh, fuck, I'm about to go in another area where this is stupid yapping. And then you just stop it or you cut it out in post. That's really where the tool can become really good. You can always put a cardboard cutout of someone on camera and just talk to it. I have a Ron Jeremy cutout I like to use. It better be the full figure. Full figure, huh? Full figure. You know what I'm talking about? Yep. My biggest struggle now is work, kids, and content creation. A lot of us do it, man. A lot of us do it. It's not a struggle. That's a blessing, by the way. That's a blessing. What a life. What a beautiful life that is, man. What a beautiful life that is. So yeah, guys, number one so far, idea capture, super important. Number two, recording system. You're going to hear me go a lot back to this today because today is a super crucial part of everything we're talking about. The entire structure of today's video, of today's Tactical Tuesday, directly connects to Streamer Blueprint, Creator Blueprint. If you guys don't know what these are blueprints that I've created. I think every online business creator, content creator, creative should have a blueprint and system to being an online content creator. In the streamer world, it is you're just used to streaming and you need to take your streams and try to turn it into content and understand how content creation works. There's a blueprint for that. Content creators, you're already doing shit. You're already creating the content. You want to get better at the storytelling. You want to know how to cut out the shit. You want to outreach to the brand deals. There's a blueprint to it. There's a basic foundation that is like, the thing is about the streamer and creator blueprint, along the way of you just doing your own thing, you're going to do those things. Anybody that becomes successful in any of this shit, it's the core fundamental to why they become successful, the blueprints, period. So even if you don't get it, eventually you're going to learn the hard way. Oh, like that's what I had to do. So it's a daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly system to get in the habit of everything we're talking about today, to focus on removing the obstacles, removing the bullshit, so that way you can focus on your shit and move on. All right, number 3, clip systems. I did this last week in the Workshop Wednesday. Shout out to anybody that was in here on that. I don't know if any of you guys were. So Workshop Wednesday, which we're not going to be doing tomorrow, but Workshop Wednesdays, Tactical Tuesday, we talk about the ideas of things. Workshop Wednesdays, we implement it. So last Wednesday, I showed you guys how I had OBS set up to where I can automatic, like vertical landscape, horizontal landscape, one click of a button, boom. I have clips for both of those. Just bully your mods to clip for you. Easy peasy. There you go. Just, yeah, rely on people to try to get it done for you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, last week I showed you guys OBS structure. I showed you how I come up with ideas. I showed you how I edit and get that in one stream. How I can take a piece of content and turn it into something in just minutes. We generated an idea live. We came up with the video. We put it together, and all in stream last Wednesday. So make sure you guys go check that out. But with that, clip systems, it's where OBS showing up and getting organized up front is so crucial. Things like replay buffer, the ATEM vertical plugin, horizontal and video vertical capture, excuse me, on YouTube. This is a landing strip for all the mills out there, Slick Daddy. So an example of this flow, like we showed last week, is you should be able to, in your stream, click a button, have horizontal, vertical clips, and instantly be able to either chop it up or post it. Yeah. The hot tub is full of girls. I'll be the first male to stream in a specific niche. Oh. Okay. Okay. All right. So this is how instead of you relying on clippers and paying clip farmers, this is how you can be live or can be recording a video, and you can turn shit into YouTube clips, YouTube highlights that you can compilate together to turn into long form, TikToks, Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, YouTube Shorts. This is just efficiency. I can't believe how behind the world of content creation is in this. I can't believe it. I genuinely can't believe that people still try to, like streamers, still try to rely on their community taking clips for them. What are you guys doing, man? The craziest tools are out nowadays. Well, Biggie, I don't have the best computer. If I set up a vertical format on there, I lose some frames in my stream. Okay, well, lower your stream resolution. Okay? Lower your stream resolution. Most people watch a 720p anyways. It's really not that. You don't need to do 1440p. That's a you problem, not an actual content problem. When someone subs and donates, I'll wait. Okay. See, this is... I get it. I get it. Funny trolley. I get it. I get it. You don't want to take anything serious in life, but there are people in here that are actually trying to learn some shit. Maybe just go fuck with somebody else. How about that? I set up voice commands to save replay buffer with Loma stream. There you go. Oh my God, the quality. Yeah, you should see my OnlyFans. I know a man with a breathe right strip that's not lecturing me right now. I know a crybaby bitch on TikTok with the name Lord Pink is not crying. I mean, that's not even that shocking. That is pretty typical. Pretty typical. All right, guys, listen. Clip system. You set up the ideas. You set up the recording system. When you have a clip system and you have the ideas, this is where you can fucking commingle both of these and knock shit out all the time. And this is at the end of the day what successful individuals are doing. And again, I want to touch back to the fucking point that as all these tech companies start laying off more and more people, everybody that already has systems in their workforce and what they do in their white collar jobs, as they start coming over and start creating content, they're gonna these are gonna be the types of things that they do to outshine all of you guys. So you can take these as just like I'm giving you suggestions, or you can understand if you literally don't start implementing this shit into what you do, you're fucked. I mean, because that's really the reality. I did a reaction to a NASCAR race on Sunday, and the first time got 2,000 viewers. Nice, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you. So, clip system. Learn it. Whether you use OBS, Streamlabs, Meld, learn how you can set up horizontal, vertical, moving on. Brother, AI is taking over. Copium at all-time high when you break it down like that. Okay. AI is not taking over. The utilization of AI is taking over. The fact that you don't understand the difference shows how fucking stupid you are to not have an actual conversation. The fact that you jump to that. Yeah, AI is not taking over. Absolutely. It's not just going to start doing everything and just eliminate everybody. If you don't think in 2026 the utilization of AI is not going to eliminate a lot of people that aren't using it, you're so fucking stupid. Talk about cope. Are you trying to live in a fluffy world or some shit? What are you talking about? When you see fucking billion-dollar businesses cut employees and fucking go up in value and in output, and you're really going to say that AI is not part of that? Guys, we can live on Rainbow Land all you fucking want and say everything needs to have a human touch, and we can't eliminate this, and that's not going to happen. Or we can live in reality. What do you want to fucking live in? Huh, Jethro? What would you assume would be a good place to live in? I choose reality. Now, if you want to live in your world, I applaud you. You have more faith in things. I don't know at what age you're going to learn. It's a dog-eat-dog world, and anybody out there is going to take advantage of the shit to make things easier and better for them to compete with everybody. You don't want to live in that reality? That's fine. AI is inevitable. The point is utilizing enough to simplify your life. Bro, here's the power of AI. Everything that I had planned for this year, just by using AI. So like, okay, example number one, the original creator blueprints. I was putting those together myself. I was like, you know what? I got to really make sure I just put all my own touch on this. I got to do it all myself. My plan was to have that out by mid-February. I sat down one morning, I said, you know what? Let me really dabble in this. This is actually what changed my perspective a lot on AI, by the way, because I was pushing back as much as you guys. By 11:30 that day, I had the product out. My Q1 plans on, like, hopefully this is something where I can get like maybe 100 sales on the first product after I get it out. Yeah, it got that in a day by utilizing AI. It got that in a day. I'm successful in life and know a company you worked with previously. I know the owner personally. Gotcha. Okay. Now, what does that have to do with AI? What does that have to do with AI? I don't even know why I'm having this conversation. Holy shit. All right, moving on. Let's stay on topic. So, brings up a point. Can't agree with it. I personally know you. Okay, so you're retarded. Gotcha. Moving on. Here we go. Clip systems. Replay buffer, ADEM vertical plugin, Streamlabs, it is Streamlabs clipping as well. Horizontal vertical capture, make it easy. Make it easy. Make it fucking easy. Don't overcomplicate it. Set it up first. Take the time to do it. Take off stream on fucking Sunday and get it set up. I have a question about the thing on your nose. Does it help breathing? Yes. I see it as if AI is there, might as well use it to benefits. Right. And everybody in here has a 3-year window of working with that. Is Streamlabs, excuse my ignorance, is Streamlabs still called Replay Buffer? Is that also called Replay Buffer on Streamlabs? I know Streamlabs kind of like copied some of the OBS things because they do use open source. Yeah, we get absolutely fucking destroyed by pollen down south. Streamlabs has AI auto clip maker. You don't have to even clip it yourself. Yeah, but outside of that, by the way, guys, those aren't bad. Don't rely on those. Please do not rely on those. You still want to set it up to where you're in control. That's the point. You're assisting with AI. You're not relying on it. I mainly use the buffer for clipping. So it's called Replay Buffer on Streamlabs. Okay. Yeah. So same thing. The key focus is that with that, if you look at my workshop Wednesday from last week on the YouTube channel where you can watch that stream, you'll see my OBS. Set it up. I just found out about markers in OBS and they tie with Premiere. Has helped me make clips much easier. That is good too. But concept, okay. See, this is the point. Okay. You are still losing out on so much time. Even that process, the simplification of it, sure. Now you can bring your footage into Premiere and you know the moments, but you still have to take the time to do that and bring it in there. What I showed in stream last week, right now, everything I just say, boom, button. I have a vertical clip. I have a horizontal clip. 90 seconds, done. Click, drag, add captions, cut out a dead space. It's up. And you guys think that, okay, well, that saves you what? 2 to 3 minutes? That saves 2 to 3 minutes. Start to add that up. Blind leading the blind. I assume I get the angle that you're trying to make a comment like that, but I don't know how it relates here. Yeah. Don't know how it relates here. Clearly we can see. All right, segment 4, distribution system. And this is where we talked about at the start of the stream. Some people had some pushback in my comments this week. Everybody should have a posting flow. If you actually break down posting to multiple platforms, I have to say this so vocally loud. It was kind of the point of my X post the other day. If posting to multiple platforms is your breaking point of stress and overwhelming, dog, you're not meant to do this. That's what stresses you out. It takes 5-10 extra minutes to post, especially when you get in a workflow of doing that. When you develop habits in that as well. And you just don't look at it as like, oh God, this has got to go out everywhere. And you're like, okay, first here, then here, then here, then here, done. Now I'm moving on with my day. It's literally, it is. It's the easiest part of the thing. It is the easiest part of the thing. For example, if I go to post a vertical, step 1, I go to Instagram because Instagram's automatic to Facebook. I get a knockout 2 in 1. So every day, no matter what, when I post the vertical content, it's Instagram first. Boom. Goes over to Facebook automatically. From there, I go to YouTube because YouTube has processing time for some reason. I don't know why. So I'll upload it via mobile on YouTube. So that way I can control the thumbnail as well, even though it really doesn't matter. Title, hashtags in the description. I'll save private because then it starts to process. While it's processing, go to TikTok, put the TikTok together, boom. TikTok gets done, go to YouTube, it's processed, ready to go, hit public. It's that easy. It's that easy. From verticals that I like as a habit, from verticals that I can tell, hey, that would be a good idea for a post. I will take the transcript from that vertical. I will use AI and I'll say, help me turn this into an X post. Help me turn this into a Threads post. So it takes me an extra couple minutes, but then those become really good posts. I actually took the conversation the other day. Which post was that? Let me go back over here. On X, the hot take post, where it says hot take, some people just aren't built out for this creator shit, and that's okay. I see a lot of creators in 2026 pushing back on basic things, yada, yada, yada. 18,000 views, 285 likes. I had a clip on my computer where I reacted to somebody saying it's stressful. I shouldn't have to post, yada, yada, yada. I took that clip, Premiere, transcript, said, let's turn this into a tweet. That tweet is now doing well. I didn't even have to actually sit down and say, what would be another good thing? I just took a clip from stream. I was like, that would make a good tweet. Had AI help me break it down into words. Done. CapCut lets you post TikTok and YouTube. Yeah, and that's the thing. You can start to figure out the things. If you go to this, you can knock out 2 at once. That's why I do the Instagram shit. Instagram first. Instagram, Facebook, done deal. Which, by the way, be getting active on Facebook. So there's a legit thing going on right now. Facebook is actually trying to compete with Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, which is ironic that they're trying to compete with Instagram. So if you start doing well on Instagram with Meta, you will get flagged on Meta. And they are starting to offer flat out incentives for creators to start posting to Facebook. It's insane. I'm talking like $500, $1,000, $2,000 a month for X amount of months to just make sure you're posting to Facebook. So get on there, guys. Get on there. Why do I get punished for posting 2 shorts in a day? You don't. Seems like only one of them gets pushed through the algorithm. Should I take more time editing the post every couple of days? You don't get punished for posting more. I know people that post 8 shorts a day. You should be going into the shorts, and the ones that don't do well, you should see what's actually not doing well. How many people, what percentage of people actually stopped to watch that video on the feed? What percentage is that? You want to be like 60% or more stop scroll. And then of that, you want to have a high retention rate in that of itself. Like, so of the 60% of people that actually stopped to watch your video, the short, you want people to stay for the majority of it, 75+%. Yeah, you post everywhere. They just want you reposting to Facebook. They're starting to pay creators just simply to repost verticals to Facebook. That's it. What do you think the minimum posting schedule should be? As it says in the blueprints, streamer and creator should be daily right now. If you're trying to figure out things, you need to break the step of, you know what to post. You're good at posting. You need to get through that. Output, 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 output. You learn what flops. You learn what does well. You take assessments and look at your analytics. This is what all the blueprints are about. It's about the time frame of when to do those things. The streamer and creator blueprint on my website, it's all about that system. It's all about the system. So, distribution system. A YouTube main video, like if you're going to upload in a day, you should know, okay, I'm going to post a main video here, shorts, Instagram, TikTok, X, Discord. One idea should feed every single fucking platform. And the thing about that too is over time, you can figure out what will do better on other platforms. Sometimes sometimes there are verticals where I'm like, this is just going to do better here and here, and it's not going to do good here. So I'm just going to leave it out on that. Yeah. Number 5, the business side. Creator business systems. This is the part where I think it's so weird. even large creators don't take the business side serious. But then like small streamers and creators, not just streamers, they don't understand that like the best leverage is you can take advantage of these things and build your business side early. It's super fucking important. The reality is revenue stack is one of the most important things. Whoa, what is it? You're gonna hate me for this question. I don't post on Facebook, just being lazy. If I make a new account with all the content that I have that's not on Facebook, should I post all of it right away? I wouldn't post all of it right away. I would start taking like the best, like the shit that performed really, really well before on other stuff, make a folder with those things, and maybe like start a habit of like one post, one old post a day, one new post a day. Thanks for the updated LUT packs. I got you, big dog. Yeah, by the way, if you guys got the signature LUT pack is out. So if you guys want this look, that's available in there. And then the legacy LUT pack, I got some feedback from some of you guys. I didn't have the installation guide in that. I've updated that. So if you guys in the last couple weeks bought the legacy LUT pack, check your emails. There's a new updated installation PDF out there. Works with OBS, TikTok Studio, Premiere, yada, yada, yada. Seriously, how do you have time to game 7 hours a night? I'm not Peanut! Jesus Christ. Should a new streamer start an LLC? It's really not as important as what you think it is off the rip. If you're monetizing enough to where you're gonna have to deal with taxes, just fucking start an LLC. It's like $200. You can literally AI, how do I start an LLC in my state? And then you have it set up. But also too, I hate the advice where everybody's like, just start an LLC right away. Because the amount of people that rebrand and change paths, I think it's because like you can operate as a sole proprietor for years. For years. You know he goes hard in the paint with the nasal strip. He does. That motherfucker don't be wearing no nasal strip. You hear how nasally he is in his streams? How are you getting the LUT through the live? It's all in the installation guide. Line. You can use it. You can use them in OBS for those that are curious. So like here is OBS's or here is TikTok. So this is pre-LUT. So this is roll out of the camera, and this is with the one LUT. Just one click of a button, one addition. You can do this in TikTok Studio. You can do this in OBS. You can do this directly in your camera, depending on the camera. In fairness, I've had shorts where I've had 100% view rate. People were watching multiple times, and it only got 4K views. Versus ones with 40K views and 60% view rate, and only had to be very clear. Are you talking about view rate, or are you talking about stop rate? There's two rates, and a lot of people on shorts are confusing the two. The one like jump out percentage, a lot of people think that's the retention rate. A lot of people think that's the retention rate, and it's not. It's the stop rate. It's how many people are you getting to stop on that short? What percentage of people are staying to actually watch it? And then there's an actual retention. I'm not saying that you're not looking at the right thing. I want to make sure that you're not making the mistake a lot of people do. So if you go into the engagement tab, I think it is. Let me open this up. YouTube, Google fucking up today. I'm getting buffering. I'm getting errors loading analytics. Google down today? Hello? Are you guys able to check analytics on YouTube Studio? Oh, weird. No public down detector going on right now. Analytics off for everybody else. Let's check the YouTube Studio app. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like it's all down. Or wait, no. Your advice was so good, studio went down. Fuck it, shut up. Also too, I gotta make sure that there we go. What are good? Hold on. What did Phoenix ask? Can you multi-stream with OBS? Yes, you can. What are good AI app for content? Man, this is super. I use ChatGPT for a lot of stuff, but a lot of people are using it. Yeah, it's analytics across the board right now. Okay, either way, when they're back up, Chris, you need to clarify. When you go to the engagement, there's this giant bar that shows a percentage. Is that the bar you're talking about? Is that the bar you're referring to? So when you like look at your analytics and you see the bar, the percentage, that it looks like percentage viewed. It's not. That first metric is percentage that stopped. So that 60% you're talking about could be 60% of people are stopping, which means the video had a good hook. But if you look at the retention and the replays, that's where you actually look at the amount of time on average people watched the short. Just to clarify. And again, you could be talking about another thing. Analytics are something that you take notes from, you improve, but you can't control. And that's the problem when you talk about analytics, is everybody gets so amped up because they're like, oh, I'm just going to solve the problem. And that is, I want more views. You can't look at it as just a one-off like that. Should one stay creating content on one game until a certain threshold or sub count, or start merging different games under the same niche for variety? It's a super subjective question. It depends on the angle at which you're coming from things. Like what I always ask people is, if the one game that you're focusing on happened to blow up and you couldn't touch any other game, would you be happy with that? Could you see yourself doing nothing but content around that? If you can't, then that's a problem off the rip. But also too, there's ways where people leverage the idea of a general genre and can create content around it. It just depends how hard you want to lean into it. There are guys that don't just specialize in one story mode, and that's it. Yeah, that's the bar. Okay. So you're talking about 60% of people are stopping to watch your shorts. So those are doing well because people are stopping to watch those. But if the retention falls off, it's going to stop getting pushed. I mean, you're talking a whole different era. Somebody said, well, that would be like you with COD sniping in the beginning. I mean, you're talking a whole different era. When I start, guys, it's very crucial to understand, when I started doing all this, we didn't have algorithms. It was so different. It was Kingmaker system. It was the top feeds off of the top. If a lot of everything back in the day, I know it kind of takes credit away from things, but like we had systems back in the day, back in 2012. It was a who you knew. The reason why the reason why clans did so well, if you had one general channel where you could actively upload and people would fanboy over that channel and create cult communities over that, anybody who participated with that and became a part of that clan, you could generate an audience from them, because this was back in the day on YouTube where everything was timeline based. If you were subscribed to me and then Chris, and I uploaded, and then Chris uploaded, you were subscribed to both of us, you would see Chris's video at the top, then you would see mine. Okay. Now, the other crazy thing about back then was I could like one of your videos and my subscribers would see your shit. This is how a lot of us monetized off of this years ago. We became channel managers for people. Creators, clans would pay a monthly service to be a channel manager, AKA anytime they uploaded, we would like the post, it would get pushed into our feeds. This is how so many clans would come out from nowhere and would get all these views, all these new subscribers overnight. This is how if somebody would join a clan like FaZe, Obey, and Soar, like that person joining, they would gain thousands of subscribers from that. This is how, like, me and a group of buddies made a clan back in the day once we had our following. And one day we planned for it. We built the branding, and then boom, we came out with this one day, and all of us liked it. We shared it to our feeds. And then all these other people were like, oh my God, look what these guys are doing. It was so easy to do that. You can't do that now. It's a whole nother fucking world. Whole nother world. Yeah. I mean, you didn't even have algorithms back then. You didn't even have them. They didn't exist. I think it was 2013 is when YouTube switched to algorithms, to video suggestion. I'm pretty sure that's when it was. All right, we kind of detiered off real quick. The creator business system, guys, revenue stacking. And the thing is, you can start revenue stacking at a small level. Is it going to generate you 6 figures a year? Probably not right away. But is it something that you can get the habit going now to where you get more control as you grow? Yes. Revenue stacking means instead of just being like, I want YouTube to do well, so I get YouTube AdSense, or I just want one platform where a lot of brand deals go to do well so you can get brand deals. It's stacking it all. My revenue stack for me is YouTube AdSense. It's the Kick partner pay. It's subscriptions, memberships, it's brand deals, it's digital products, it's physical products, it's consulting, it's affiliate links. Constantly, every single month, I have at least 9 to 10 forms of revenue, even if it's at a small metric, coming in. Those things that are annoying to sign up through, that people don't want to sign up for, okay, don't fucking sign up for it. I'll gladly sign up for that shit. Absolutely. I'm not partnered with Kinetic. Kinetic just seen that I've been pushing their shit on stream. Kinetic reaches out to me and says, hey, you've been drinking the stuff on stream. People have been asking about that in there. Do you want a code? I'm like, fuck yeah, I do. As long as it comes with no stipulations. Absolutely. Absolutely. If I can generate another $50 a month because of Kinetic and another thing and Electro Voice and Keychron and Logitech and a chair, like that all just stacks up. The thing is, what's crazy about this is the streamer space. I learned this earlier on. When I got my Secret Lab chair that I bought out of my own, the money that I made, everybody was coming to my stream was like, what chair do you use? What chair do you use? And I'm like, I'm promoting this brand for free. I want to get a cut of that. Asked for their affiliate, signed up, $35,000 later. Free money, free fucking money. The amount of people, again, I don't know what's more shocking. The amount of smaller creators up and coming that are not monetized yet. Because personally for me, the first dollar I ever made on this shit, I was like, oh my God, I just made money off this shit. What the fuck is going on? So it's like, I don't know if it's more frustrating that small creators don't see the opportunity and stacking $5 here, $10 there, $20 there, and adding it up across the board and then it helping them. Or the fact that I see big creators are just like, well, my YouTube does well. That's the only thing I'm monetized. What are you doing? What are you doing? Guys, again, views are not the business. The system is. What you build is. What you own is. So overall, from stream structure, or from idea capturing, recording, clipping, distribution, where you post, when you post, the creator business side, the goal isn't to work harder, which is what everybody creates the problem. They think about these things and they're like, I got to work harder. The goal is to just build the habit, the systems, routines to keep working even when you're tired, when you don't want to show up, when family's in town, when you're having a down day. It's like holding yourself accountable to just do the shit. Yeah, our Discord is pretty much just a group of all of us just talking about this shit. It's just discord.gg/biggie. I think that's just the link. Jay, it's on my website. Yeah, everything you guys need to know is on my website. It's available underneath the gear tab. Everything you guys need to know. I will say, you mentioned before, focusing on thumbnails and click-through rate. I've been doing that since last week. The CTR average is going up. Good. And then the thing about that is you become kind of addicted to it. And once you realize you can go up 1%, well, why don't you improve on that 1%? Maybe you can go up 2%. Maybe you can double what you're currently doing, and that will fucking help. And remember, the CTR really comes down to the live streams and the live streams while you're live, the VODs, and the long form. When it comes to the shorts, as you've seen in some of those shorts that you were talking about, a big goal is like, how do you get somebody to stop scrolling? I'm finally set up with the Amazon affiliate. Yeah, I mean, best advice I can get everybody in here: stop what you're doing. If you're a content creator, have any following whatsoever, stop what you're doing today. If you don't have Amazon Associates, that's step number one. Any single fucking product that you use should link through an Amazon Associates. Make sure you're clear of that, by the way. Anything that I use is an Amazon affiliate link. I get a commission from it. I signed up for that in 2016. That link, that shit has never stopped generating me anywhere from $150 to $750 a month since the day I signed up. Since the day I signed up. Is that fucking life-changing money? No. But if you sign up for that, you start using TikTok Shop. All the products that you use around the room that you already naturally use, they have their own affiliates, and you don't leave anything out on the table, and you direct people through the shit to monetize what the questions that they're already asking. It all fucking adds up. I tell this story all the time. There are months where the entire mortgage cost of our 2,300 square foot home, 3-bed, 2.5 bath that we bought. There are months where our mortgage is covered from shit that's just coming in. That I completely forgot that we even have. Oh shit, I got this. Oh my God, I just checked PayPal and I forgot that I have an Anthros link. I just generated an extra $300 from that this month. There are months where our mortgage, our house is paid for just from random shit coming in. Not even the main stuff. Not the main cash flow. The website, the fucking, stream monetization, the brand deals. What's a good tool to multi-stream? I use OBS and Streamlabs. I use OBS and the Atom personally. I kid you not. Every time I swing by here, Biggie is dropping straight facts, straight knowledge. Sorry. W content. Love you, brother. Appreciate you. That's freaking awesome. It is awesome. And here's the thing. There's nothing stopping you guys from doing it. There's not. Now, I will say too, I want to talk about something that in relation to all of this. I put out a post on X and it relates with this. But I put out a post on X this weekend kind of talking about if you're not willing to do certain things, you just have to understand you're not going to get to X points. If you don't want to create these habits, if you want to stand against the idea, no, I don't want to multi-stream. No, I don't want to post everywhere. It's within every right of you to do that. If you're like, no, that's just, somebody said immoral earlier. Holy shit. Guys, nobody's got a gun to your head forcing you to do this. Nobody. Understand that the reason you're not going to get to the higher levels is because of that. That's it. There's also a sweet spot to this. And a lot of people shit on this. I don't know why, but there's just a world where you can work your full-time job, have your normal life, come home on some downtime, and monetize a little bit of your hobby, and that's it. If your rate of living is $5,000 a month, the goal doesn't always have to be, okay, I need to make over $5,000 a month in content creation so I can leave my job, because your job produces that, right? Sometimes the goal can be, okay, well, your job pays for that, for your living. How do I take something that I do, 10 hours a week, 15 hours a week for fun, and monetize that to be extra savings, to pay down that car payment, to pay off the medical bill. Like the quote in the last line, where is it at? I said, you can create on the side, build a small community, make some extra income, and enjoy the process while keeping a stable job. And honestly, that's the real dream for a lot of people. But social media has convinced a lot of you folks out there to jump in the deep end before you even learned how to swim. And they also create this idea and false hope that like you can be different, that you can just, out of all the people that have proven time and time and again of how you got to do things, that may like it's, hey, maybe you'll just win the lottery and you'll win thousands of people just wanting to check you out with little to no effort. It's a pipe dream, guys. It is a legitimate pipe dream. The statistical odds of even becoming successful in this space while doing all the work are extremely low. You put in the variable also that you're not posting everywhere and you're not optimizing your time while you're live multi-streaming and you're not creating systems and habits to make your job of promoting yourself easier. It's just a recipe for disaster. I want to buy your LUT pack. It is on the site. Somebody was just asking too how to color, how I color grade. Again, guys, I don't. I said once again, to how everything I do and everything I advertise, I create systems, I create habits that make my workflow easier. I made LUTs so that way I can just put them on here and I don't have to color grade every video. I don't color grade every video. That takes up too much time. I make one thing, I set up my shot to be rinse and repeat. When I go into editing, when I go live, I put my shit that I made over, done, out. Moving on with my day. Moving on with my day. You can buy my LUT pack available on the site to get this look. You can buy somebody else's LUT pack. It doesn't matter. I would encourage you to buy mine because it would help me. But obviously, you can just choose to use somebody else's. The point being is you find something that you like, that somebody offers, you take it, you apply it to your shit. You don't worry about it anymore. That's it. You're done. You're done. You're done. Bro, blow out the candle. You breathe in those fumes. It's terrible for you. Just want to be healthy. So these candles are actually designed to be a counter to exactly what you're saying. Just saying. These candles are awesome. I've been lighting these candles for years. I get blood tests. I'm actively going through a weight loss right now. These are fine. You're fine. How do you get your stream key for TikTok to go into OBS? I don't. I virtual camera out to TikTok Studio, and I use TikTok Studio because the only downside with TikTok is they do push TikTok Studio more. Yeah, that is confirmed. All right. Any questions to the topic of Tactical Tuesday? Don't take this opportunity first to just jump on like, what are you doing? What do you do? What is this you use? Let's stay focused on the Tactical Tuesday stuff. Let's focus on the people that are seriously in here and are like, I want to make the job of posting content easier for me. Systems, habits, blueprints. Let's focus on that. Questions. Open it up for you guys. Open it up for you guys. I mean, how many of you guys are relying on random ideas when you're recording? Do you guys batch content or record one video at a time? Do you just try to like create a video out of nothing? You just go live and you just hope you're making a video that day. Like, when am I going to make a video out of the day? Are you posting on multiple platforms or just one and then going later and posting? What are you guys doing? What can we actually help solve real fucking problems here? Do you feel you can have too many affiliate program links? Nah. If the key is you don't want to just post anything not relevant to anything. You want to have like, okay, if I make a video about my setup, about my desk setup, and the key focus is the desk setup, I'm not linking everything in that. I'm not over riddling like, hey, by the way, when you're in here, I also have links to this, links to this, links to this, links to this. That video is very important. We're talking about the desk. People are coming here for the desk. Okay. This is where I can generate ideas. People are coming here for the desk. Hey, I noticed in your desk setup video, you're using an OLED ultra wide. Which one is that? Okay, well, that's a vertical idea. I need to have an idea system to where I can be like, okay, I just got this comment asking in this about what monitor I use. Boom. Let's put that on. I actually don't have that on the list. But so like, let's just do it right now so I don't forget about that. So idea. What OLED ultra wide do you use? And see, okay, we're doing it in real time. Do you use? I just thought of another video idea from this. Why ultra wide monitor? Question mark. Another video idea. Oh, another video idea. Just thought of it. Is OLED really worth it? I just from the example in the conversation, I just created 3 new video ideas. 3 new video ideas. Just from the conversation. 3 new video ideas. Boom. Little bro bot followers. Laugh my ass off. You only got 60 viewers. I mean, it takes any retard could take 2 seconds and just go look at the filter. There's a little filter, by the way, on TikTok. I don't know if you know this, where you can see by views, and you can see exactly where the followers come from. I got 100,000 followers, I believe, just from one video. So yeah. Again, I mean, again, it's good to kind of like yap back about these things in public forum, because this is how you guys get over the certain things. This individual here is stupid because the first thing he's stressing about is followers and comparing it to viewers in here. And what he's not actually asking is, how do you take 60 viewers and generate 6 figures from it? That doesn't make any sense. That's actually the most important question. I don't know. For me, I think that's more important than than vanity metrics, because like at the end of the day, let's really talk about the angle that that's coming from. This person's never achieved something. They see this, they got hooked into the conversation. The first thing we want to do is try to figure out a way to discredit it, because they're not doing anything with their time. Because if they were doing anything with their time, they wouldn't have time to shit on somebody else, right? But still, I think it's more fascinating that somebody with only 60 viewers can generate such revenue and can do this successfully full time. At what point are some people just gonna understand, like, oh fuck, man, me trying to demonstrate my insecurities as a person for the lack of my success doesn't probably do anything well. You're corny, bro. Still trying to be a guru in 2020. I'm not trying. I actually do monetize this. I help businesses, brands, creators scale every single day. You know, if anything, you're still corny. I mean, the internet's been around how long, and you're still trying to be a hater online? Like, what are we talking about, brother? What are we talking about? At the end of the day, like, let's just back up real quick. At the end of the day, you're in my chat trying to hate on me. Am I wasting my? I don't know nothing about you. Are we in your chat trying to hate on you? No, not a single person in here cares about you. Nobody is inspired by you. There's no relevancy to you whatsoever. This is what it is. That's it. It is what it is. What's a good starter video editor? Some of you guys, see, I have a bad take with this because I've been creating content for so long and I've been editing for so long. Let me ask chat this. For you guys, for a lot of you guys just starting off over the last couple of years, what's been your better editors? Rage bait? That's not necessarily rage bait. You just answer the thing and you kind of move on. They didn't generate anything from it. It's not like they're content creators. And I'd actually argue that it probably helped out the stream a little bit more. Do LUTs or any filters or just lighting? LUTs. Yeah, I got LUTs. My golf channel was kind of dead, but I wanted to try something a little different with golf in the background. So far, had a couple do okay, but I just wonder if I'm wasting my time. Do you love golf? Yeah, a lot of people do start off with DaVinci, but it's a little bit intimidating, right? And that's what I wanted to ask. Is CapCut really that? Is CapCut that guy? No, I get what you're saying. No, you're fine. Do you sell LUTs or anything? Yeah. It's all available on my site. Yeah, I guess I want to know this because if there's Instagram edits is good too. I use Instagram edits a bit as well, but like I want to start making sure that I just push people to the easiest fucking thing possible. And it seems like CapCut is that app. Because you can also use on the CapCut desktop, you can use these LUTs. I don't think you can use it on mobile, but you can use it on desktop. I mean, dude, the fucking... Oh, what's up, Greg? Filmora is very nice too. Easy UI. Do you have to pay for that? So let me ask you guys this. Everything that we talked about today to make content creation easier, does CapCut check those boxes? If people set up ideas, an idea system, an idea capture system, if they set up a recording system, a clipping system, taking any of those things into the editor, is it easy to just knock those out and distribute? Or is there a process of that that makes it hard? Doing good, Mia. Doing good. Final Cut Pro is the new creative suite for Apple. Yeah, I don't be using Apple product, Apple shit like that. Yeah, I just I see, like, that's what I'm saying. Whoa, what is? Hold on. Okay, two things at once here. Where did that come from? Okay, okay, hold on. I opened up Twitch. Haunt, thanks for the $5 super chat. What must filter are you using? Are you trying to smell my must? What mist filter? I use the quarter, the 1.4. How comes anybody in here that knows Twitch? How comes my Twitch, the entire page is welcome to the chat room? Does anybody know why that is? That's so weird. I gotta take a piss, boys. I like CapCut. I've used it for years, so it's simple for me, buddy. So would you guys say in 2026, if somebody was like no experience on editing, is it probably one of the better things to just suggest to make it easy for people? How's the camera so clear? I create OnlyFans content. Disconnects probably. I used to get it when I disconnected and reconnected. I don't know what's going on with Twitch. I gotta go to take a piss. I gotta take a piss. I'm sorry. 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 God damn, dude. Holy shit, brother. Holy shit. Use the piss drawer? Get the fuck out of here. All right. Sorry. I would say yeah. Wait, somebody said I would say yes. Still had to learn a little when I was brand new, but it was really simple. Okay. With a premium, and how much is the premium? It's got to obviously be cheaper than Adobe Premiere, correct? And Adobe Premiere, DaVinci, while they are the better editing apps, I feel like there's a huge learning curve for them. $100 a year, yeah. I'm gonna have to just start suggesting that, I guess, to more people. All right, guys, back again. Creator process side. I'm doing good, Mina. I'm doing good. Creator process side. Creator side. Any questions relevant to the topic that we were talking about today? Think system building. Anything relevant to that? Steep learning curve for DaVinci or Adobe? Yes. America. Yeah, DaVinci is, I've never heard bad things about DaVinci. I like doing long form in CapCut than OBS, but some of my friends say they lose quality in OBS clips. Yeah, I've gotten a couple questions about that. I have no idea how that even works. Is having two semi-related topics still okay for algo, i.e., live gaming and PC setups? It depends on how you utilize it. Like you can focus on gaming setups or PC setups and demonstrate gaming in that. But if you're talking this idea of where you want to just be a gaming streamer and a gaming content creator and supposed to specifically create content about a game, and you want to talk about PCs, while they both are obviously relatable, it's going to be harder to try to grow a core community off of people that are there for your story, your interactions, and building those up together, especially if you only target a specific game. It's just going to be tough. They're open source video editors that actually look really well laid out. Ooh, curious. Has anyone used OpenShot or Shotcut? There you go. That's a good question. Anybody in here use OpenShot or Shotcut? Steps on making content and short videos all at the same time. Kind of like what we talked about today, kind of like what I shared last week. You show up first before you even record, and you set up a system that works for you. So that way, when you go to do something, you have your ideas, you have your tools, your OBS, your software, whatever you can to be able to create these things. So that way you leave nothing on the table. I talk about both of these in the streamer and creator blueprint in the PDFs. It breaks down more in detail of, okay, if you're a streamer, these are some of the terms and things that you need to focus on to make your job easier. If you're a creator, these are some of the things that you need to focus on to make your job easier. You know, when are you over editing? When are you stressing too much about this thing that's not going to matter? Creating the fucking habit and actually just showing up, creating and learning from your failures. I've tried Shotcut. I didn't get it into heavy CapCut. Kept pulling me back. Interesting. Yeah, you can. You just get the DBX 286S preamp, brother. Just get the preamp. So on my again on my site, I gotta make sure that actually updated. BigE.co. Anything you guys need, guys, it's on BigE.co. YouTube, Discord, Kick, Twitch, X. The gear list, vlog setup, film gear, monitors, stream setup. Let me. Oh yeah, I should have it under mic setup. It's under stream setup and mic setup. You go to my website, BigE.co. You go to the gear list. You click mic setup. That DBX 286S preamp, you literally get that. You can make it sound exactly like that. If you end up getting that, just come by Discord. Hey, Big E, I'm the guy with the Electro Voice RE20 in the general chat. I bought the DBX. What's the settings? I'll just take a picture of the exact dials I use for this mic. You fucking plug it in, you're good to go. It's the exact same. For short form content, what's the fastest way to jazz it up with effects, B-roll, without doing it manually? Here's a better question. Does your short form content need the jazz up? Does it even need it? I think that's the bigger question. Are you just trying to look fancy, or does it actually help the storytelling process by doing the B-roll and the effects and stuff? I can tell you right now, if you look over the last couple of months, some of my best vertical pieces of content had like no editing in it. Some of them did. Some of them had good editing, and there was more of like a creative itch, inserting overlays and whatnot. But with that, like, to answer your question, over the years, you gather resources, overlays, textures, things like that. And you get in the habit of knowing when to put stuff in right areas and transitions, and when to not overdo it, and when to have fun, when to be creative with it. And you organize a file that has these things and utilize them when you want them. I do use a Stream Deck. It's the big guy. I need to downgrade. I don't use enough of it. It's like 5 buttons that I have. Yes, I do. I use AI in all my content creation. I don't rely on AI to create the content for me. I utilize it as an assistant feedback and to multiply the shit that I do. Got any advice for creating a shot list for scripts? Great example of that would be utilizing AI. Man, my workflow is still a little old school. When I go to do something to where I need to have B-roll for something, I overshoot B-roll to make sure I have everything. And then what I've even gotten in the habit of more is anytime I do B-roll with something now, I make sure I put that into my Google Drive in a B-roll folder, organizing the date and what the content was. So that way I always have access to that. So if you go back to this week's video, for example, I recorded B-roll that day because like, okay, I'm talking about this. I know I need to record everything in this setup. I'm talking about my workflow setup, which by the way, I guess is super relevant to this today. If you guys missed that, video on YouTube this week, what's the actual video called? Man, I should have been telling you guys about that video earlier because it actually relates a lot with today. So I uploaded a video Sunday, what's on my desk as a full-time content creator. And I break down how I put my setup together to just be able to produce content, to be able to just switch one thing, I can be live. Switch another thing, I can create vertical. Switch another thing, I can switch horizontal, long form. Just snap, snap, snap. Good to go. Snip, snap, snip, snap. In the process of making that video, I knew I was talking about all this right here. So that particular day, I was like, okay, I'm going to get B-roll for everything that's in here. And I'm going to overshoot some of the shots I didn't even use. So then I create a folder with that date, whatever Sunday would have been, would have been the 8th. So 3.8 setup B-roll, right? From even in that video where I used some of that setup B-roll, there were shots that I didn't have from that day where I was like, oh, it would be good if I had a shot of me sitting down at my desk setup. In February, I had 3 different times where I shot B-roll of me being in the setup. So I was able to go into Google Drive, was able to take those folders, put it into the project file, and I was able to use B-roll from that too. So I used to do that for a while, by the way, creating shot lists. So I'd go to script out the video, and then I would say, okay, at this time, I'm going to need shots of this, 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 and this. And I would create a checklist. What I started, the problems that I started having with this was 2 things. I ended up finding out later on that at certain points, it would have been better to have B-roll over something, but then I didn't have B-roll for that. So I'd have to reuse B-roll for it anyway. So I got over reusing B-roll multiple times, like one B-roll clip multiple times in a video. And there are some points where I'd go on a topic talking about something and I would need to have a certain amount of B-roll on a specific thing, but I only recorded so many seconds. So I would be explaining the monitor for 15 seconds in the video. So I would need to have 15 seconds of B-roll hypothetically, but I only recorded an 8-second clip. So I stopped doing shot list and I just started saying like, okay, I'm going to record, like when I go to do the B-roll for the video, I'm going to record 3 different angles talking about the monitor. So that way, if I overdrag time, if I need to switch angles, I can do that. And then again, it all compounds. All that B-roll goes into a folder where later on I can pull from that. Does that make sense? So that's what I do for like my B-roll and shit. What's up, Scrap? What's up, Ron? Hello, hello, hello. I just use AI to organize my thoughts. That's good. It's good. It's a good step. Do you have links for the lights you use? Everything's on my site, guys. Everything under the gear list. It's all on there. All on there. I wish TikTok made it a way where I can have products to these TikTok shops and be able to just tag it right now for you and TikTok Studio, but I don't think they have that yet, do they? Anything else on the content workflow to save you guys hours of time in creating content a week? Anything relevant to the topic? Also, too, friendly reminder, no Workshop Wednesday this week. I have 3 sponsored streams I got to do over on the Kick side of things this week. 3 of them. 3. So I want to catch up with those, get those knocked out. Need help creating ad scripts? Got any advice? Oh, brother, AI. That's where AI can come in really well. Yeah. What's your recommended editing process? Kind of what we broke down today. Scroll back up to kind of go through the checklist. Idea capture system first. I have a place where ideas go to live. They go to stay stockpiled like inventory. Ideas, hooks. I got two. I personally have an app that I've been, or a sheets that I've been working on, where I have a column for ideas. I have a column for hooks. Anytime I come up with something, I put it there. So they go to live there. Step 2, my recording system. I make it easier, or I make it easy on me. Just like I mentioned in the new YouTube video, my lighting set up a certain way. My set up a certain way. I don't have to touch shit. Turn it on the lights, sit down, record. So I have the idea that lives. I'm able to just sit down and record. From there, you know, being in a live stream, I can create multiple clips while I'm live. I can record a YouTube video while I'm live. I can create automatic verticals while I'm live. So again, before I ever went live, before I ever recorded a video, I set up things in OBS to be able to replicate. And then I have a distribution system. But obviously, to your point, question of editing process, that's the post editing side. So to start off, ideas, recording system, recording setup, and clipping system. Do you have creative LUTs I could get for free? I don't, brother. Sorry. I currently use an old school bubble graph on a whiteboard and a small memo book in my pocket. Hey, dude, whatever works, man. Whatever works. How do I do it? I mean, 12-hour shifts, 4 days a week. And the remaining 3 days, I babysit my 2-year-old. You don't babysit. You hang out with your 2-year-old. And I have 2 hours max each day before I literally shut down. I don't get the most needed consistency. I mean, 2 hours is, you can, if you show up first and set up the systems, 2 hours is all you need. That's the point of talking about this. It's daunting because you don't know where to start when you have those 2 hours. In those 2 hours, you're like, okay, I need to come up with an idea. Then I need to put the video together. What video do I put together? Okay, so now I got to sit down. I got to record this. You should be, your step for the next rest of February should be educate yourself on setting up everything first. To where when you have those 2 hours, you already have the ideas. You sit down, you record them. You have the tool set up on your computer to just automatically do certain things, and then you post it. I know, March, my bad. Yours going by fast. I know it sounds crazy, and I'm not shitting on you, Shadow. I know, bro, I started off all this too, working a full-time job. I didn't have the kid. I know that adds a little extra time. But when you say you have 2 hours at max, 2 hours is all you need. You need to simplify things. You got to simplify things. This is why I just constantly, the first thing I tell a lot of people do, go get the creator blue. If you're a streamer, go get the streamer blueprint. If you're a creator, go get the creator blueprint. Build the blueprint to your foundation first and foremost over everything. Build it up first. The fact is, every day people show up, they make these things that should just be a habit a part of the process. It shouldn't be a part of the process. You should already have the ideas down. You should already have your OBS, your Streamlabs, your yada, yada, yada set up to reproduce other content for you. And you can do these things. Don't know how to do it? Educate yourself on how to do it. That's why in the README section of both the blueprints, I break down like terms and shit. Is there a template for these blueprints? Are you talking about like the Google Sheets that I have for it? Yes. Yes. I don't have a combo blueprint yet. Reason being is because both the blueprints are a 90-day habit development, okay? There's no point in you getting streamer and creator at the same time. If you're a streamer, learning how to be a creator and turn your streams into content, you need to focus on that. If you're a creator trying to grow, build habits, build systems, focus on the right shit to build a foundation, you need to take 90 days doing that. And you only need to implement streaming as a tool on that list. Like I said, like it talks about in there. You don't need to buy those both at once. On my website, bige.co, bige.co. Link in bio. Everything's there, guys. The gear that I use for all my shit, the LUTs that I offer, the blueprints, the one-on-one. And again, guys, to be clear, one-on-one should only be for people that need that time. You need help setting it up, OBS. You don't know where to start optimizing shit. Okay, if that's valuable, that's fine. That's, as of lately, that's what more creators are, and a couple brands, businesses have been optimizing. The consulting time is for setup. It's like, hey, I want to get lighting. Hey, I want to, like, okay, you say use OBS. How do you set it up? Okay, fucking book a time. We'll sit down. We'll get it done. I'm gonna get the Shadow. Hold on. Before you waste your money on both, I mean, you're more than welcome to buy both because one can transfer into the other. What's your primary focus? Are you a streamer? Buy one first. I'm telling you. I mean, people, I can't stop you guys from getting both, but each one of them is their own individual 90-day thing. You're gonna have to stick to it for 90 fucking days. 90 days. You're gonna have to stick to it. $90 days. I know. I get yelled at all the time. Let them buy it. Let them buy it. Shut up. Okay. Scrap. Let me explain this. Okay. One thing I'm learning in the business side of things is I can't have empathy because at the end of the day, as long as the product is the problem solving, it doesn't matter. I've done my job at providing a product. However, I also don't want people buying both at the same time, being overriddled with information to where they don't focus on the one and they're confused on how they can incorporate it. And they try to incorporate both into one. Imagine if like there was two versions of 75 hard and people, instead of just focusing on 75 hard, they try to do two things at once in that aspect. They overcomplicate it. They don't become successful at it. What's the first thing they do? They discredit the blueprint. I'm telling you guys right now, I know for a fucking fact, if you stick to the blueprint, by 90 days, you will be in better than day one. If you actually fucking do it, you will be more educated. You will take more stress off your plate. You will probably have way more followers, views, the vanity metrics that you did want, but you will be a better creator, which is the more important thing in any one of those aspects. For the streamer blueprint, by the end of 90 days, if you actually stick to it, you will have a better understanding of how to create content. With the creator blueprint, by 90 days, you will have a better understanding of how to take the minimal time that you have in the day to distribute across multiple platforms, show up, have an actual structure, have a system, which will, when you get the followers, do better in the long term. Oh, by the way, for the template question, yes, both of those have a Google Sheets that you download. I highly suggest Google Sheets. You can use Excel. Don't use Apple numbers. You can't interact with it like you can. Download Google Sheets on your phone. And it has a 90-day streamer, 90-day creator cheat sheet. Streamer preps, like this is the streamer version. Consistency, 30 days, weeklies, monthlies, quarterlies. How we living? Good. Hung slightly to the left today. Slightly to the left today. A little congested. Little congested. Better be some valuable shit. It is. It is one of the best things I've created in the last 10 years. It is. It is. So I did a first initial run, Shadow, in January. It exceeded my expectations. The first initial launch was a more cheaper version. I used AI a little too much in that. I feel like I put my touch on things. I built some things on there. I used AI to help me put it together, like structure. And then once I seen it doing so well, it did not hold up to the standards I thought it did. So I completely went through. I got busted out my old skill set, got into fucking Photoshop, completely redesigned the blueprint or the PDFs, the booklets to be more me and represent the quality that I would want to put out. I slowed down too. And I actually created the Google Sheets thing to work with that. I use Sheets with Claude. There you go. There you go. I need to use Gemini more for that shit too. I'm sleeping on, I'm still learning a lot of shit with that myself. And I'm sleeping on the ease of taking like structure, utilizing AI to build the gap and then putting it out there. Yeah. What's your process of picking BGM for talking headshots? I struggle with this a lot. Yeah, background music is kind of tough, isn't it? I use Epidemic Sounds. So again, kind of like with the B-roll thing, I got a few songs that I think just flows well with typical moods, and I just kind of reuse them, and nobody ever bitches about them. And some of these songs I've been using set like vlogs. I've been using some of the same music in vlogs for 5 years now. Nobody says anything. I don't think it stops the storytelling. I think once you start understanding, it's repetition. That's like the importance of the 90-day blueprints is the more you show up, like it's so hard to explain this. Any fitness people in here, this is the best way to narrate this. Anybody in here that's ever gone through weight loss, muscle gain, anything. The whole point of the creator blueprint is the best advice that you can give to anybody wanting to embark fitness in some way, weight loss, is at the end of the day, show up for 90 days, eat this, work out this, don't overcomplicate it. Eventually, you'll figure out where you like weightlifting more. You like CrossFit more. You like the endurance side of things more. You like HIIT training. You like running. The whole point is creating the habit of one simple thing. Go get active every single day. Eliminate the stress. Stop overcomplicating it and show up every day, because over that course of 90 days, you're going to figure out of the basics what works best for you. That is the ultimate goal. You are going to stay consistent in getting over your fear of talking to the camera or overstressing the little time that you do have. Shadow, that's for you. Because you're showing up first and getting shit going. Yeah, when Arc Raiders dropped, I went all in on YouTube, and after 3 months, it had massive success. And dude, this is why everybody's like, why 90 day? Why not like 3 week? Now there's argument to be had that really all it takes is 3 weeks. Anybody, so Blake, you did something for 3 months, you said. Anybody doing the Concept, welcome. Concept just joined the Premium Members Club. Benefit from that is on Fridays. So we have a private section in Discord for all members. And then there's another chat for premium members. On Fridays, on Free Game Friday, we go through, do a little content audit, content review, any questions that people specifically have. So Concept, make sure your YouTube is connected to your Discord. Personally, join the Discord. You'll get access to the premium chat. Anything that you want to go check out on Friday, like, dude, you're doing a brand deal. You want to figure this out. You're doing YouTube. You want to optimize. Here's a vertical you did. Why did it fail? Why did this one do well? We talk about that shit on Friday. So make sure you take advantage of that. Also want to let you know this is not my main account. This is YouTube Premium account. My main account is a curse. Oh fuck, dude, what the hell are you doing on this account? Yeah, dude. Yeah. Well, fuck, good. I'm glad that you're asking. Man, you've been around for a month now, and you've been giving me all this love. Why have you not been asking this shit? Guys, believe it or not, trolls aside and how people try to fucking make things seem cringe and shit, I do this because I want you guys to have better I want you guys to have a better confidence in what you do, to understand that, like, you can't fucking do this shit if you're willing to put the fucking work in. And it may not be comparable to somebody else's level, but you can still achieve something from showing up and doing it. What's up, Bob? What's up, baby? Yeah, everything on the website, guys. Anything tied to anything. BigE.co. It's my username on TikTok. I have premium and I can listen to work with my phone. With my phone, you can swap your premium to your main account, right? Just heads up. Second day of the week, so let's get the good vibes. I know I feel so behind today. I do got to keep this one short today because of how behind I feel. We had family in town this weekend, so I took Saturday. What did I do? I took Saturday off. I worked on a video Sunday, and I took Monday off as well. I got 3 sponsored streams that I got to do this week. Shout out to Bovada. Shout out. Yes. Yeah. You can transfer your YouTube premium to the main portion of your account. You should be able to use it on there unless you have like a personal
YouTube Gmail, like what you're on now, and then another Gmail tied to that. You can integrate both of those to be tied to one. How does one monetize a personality brand that live streams gaming but posts multi-topic content? Ooh, that's a good question. So first off, you're monetizing your content, essentially. So you're looking at it at the angle as your live streams are just your gaming time to connect with your community. Is that right? Is that what you're saying? Which obviously with that too, with multi-streaming, you can also monetize there. Talking about the creator business system, creator business side, you're just stacking the monetization from your general content, the AdSense, the brand deals. If you could create digital products, physical products, selling merch, shit like that, affiliate links from all that, you're just stacking the ability to also be like, hey, for my live streams, that's just our gaming time. I don't want those necessarily to scale or do good. I want to take the brand I'm growing from content creation, and my streams will just be us playing random games. Which I also say, I think that's where a lot more people should lean in. If you want to utilize gaming and live streaming into something, you're not going to get as many views. If your whole shtick is fitness, okay? Fitness dick, and I'm just kidding, chat. If your whole shtick is across content is fitness, and you're just like, I don't care about views, I don't care about metrics in the live streams. I like gaming. I just want to sit down and we can talk about the fitness stuff while I'm gaming, but I'm gonna goop while I'm live. And you're not going to create content from that. You're going to separate that environment. That's just personal community connection time, right? You don't care if they do bad or they do good. I would say focus on the creator business side across the board, stacking revenue, building your brand of whatever it is that you're doing, and then just look at streaming as just another stack. Don't overstress the monetization. If you're just making a little extra in the gifts from TikTok, if you're just making a little extra from Kick subs, Twitch subs, YouTube memberships, fuck yeah. One good advice for this is a lot of people don't realize you can do this on YouTube, by the way. Just private the fucking VODs when they're done. If all you do on YouTube, here's an example. If all you do on YouTube is talk about fitness content, just stay on track of it, and you're like, I want to game on stream every now and then, and I multi-stream anyways, my hot take is, why leave that off the table on YouTube? Because YouTube's not going to punish you for doing some gaming streams and just privating those videos when you're done and not letting those analytics stress you on optimizing your channel. So then you can get the ad revenue from that. You can get the members from that. If you really don't want to fuck with your YouTube, okay, just don't incorporate the gaming stuff into the YouTube stuff because your YouTube's doing well. That's fine. That's completely fine. But you're still leaving TikTok, Twitch, Kick on the table of just stacking monetization. Does that make sense? So I need to lock in on the content. Yes, you need to lock in on the content creation side. You need to look at it as that's your community building. That's how you're going to build people that actually fuck with you. And you need to focus on that. That's your bread and butter. Personally, at least that's what I think. And then you just need to look at streaming as fun, interactive way after you've started building the community from that. But then, the thing is, Allie, what you'll figure out too is I could be doing the same thing, but I kind of like this. So you might find that maybe, just maybe, you start multi-streaming, talking about whatever your niche thing is or whatever content you're creating. You might find that it's actually more fun to just go live for an hour or two and just stay on topic of whatever your general content is. And then you're left with the table of well, I'm a gamer. How do I utilize that for content? Here's an easy answer. You don't. Just enjoy gaming for you. Just enjoy gaming for you. You guys realize how many people that utilize everything across platforms? They're building brands, people that have landscaping businesses, people that do woodworking, people that do music. They stream, they create content across the board. They're gamers too. Guess what they don't do? They don't put it on their streams and shit. It's just theirs. Not everything you do in your life has to be content. You can have it as pillars to relate with people. You can still do fitness and mention you're a gamer and some of your shit to tie that identity to people. You don't have to do gaming streams and do gaming uploads. You don't have to do those things. You can not resent that and just enjoy gaming for yourself on some downtime. Now, then the caveat to that will be, a lot of people will say, well, what if everything starts overtaking my time and it leaves me with less time to game? Then gaming was not as important as what you thought it was it? It was more of an escape, right? If it turns out that your brand starts doing well, you start monetizing, you start building a real community, you love that side of things, and you find yourself gaming less and less and less, it's not like it's like you're failed because now you're gaming less, this initial idea of what you should be doing on stream. Maybe gaming wasn't actually as important for your lifestyle as you thought it was. My content views have been trashed. Top peak was 1K, I think. So something needs a change. Probably just consistency. Consistency and acknowledging your analytics. Brother bought the blueprint and the LUT pack. Been posting every day for 2 weeks straight and feeling the momentum, the quality. I didn't plan that. No better advertisement in the stream for that. No better advertisement in the stream for that. Brother bought the blueprint and the LUT pack. Let me ask you, is it taking stress off of your shoulders? Is it taking overcomplicating off your plate? You're just showing up and do? Is that why you feel better? Because that's the overall goal. Got any advice of turning streams into short-driven, long-form content, like how you would approach the editing process? Would be much appreciated. Yeah, I mean, it's everything we broke down today. You know, if I had an idea for a video, if I wanted today's stream, for example, to not be a long form, like I just leave these VODs up and I just let people watch these like podcasts and they listen to them in the background. Shout out to all of you guys. Love y'all. But if I sat down and was like, you know what? I can take this and turn it into a YouTube video. I would have that idea down of doing that. And I would be intentional coming into the stream, making sure that I capture those moments. Something like today, I would probably just, I would have flat out just hit record and kind of ignored chat for a little bit, not try to be so reactionary. And I would have went through the systems that I, today that saved me an immense amount of time as a creator. And then I would have had that recording done. And then I would have opened up chat. I would have, I'd have still responded to chat, but that way I don't have like a fucking 2-hour recording. I would have had a 45-minute recording because I knew I wanted to post that video after the stream. And then that way I'd have this recording, drag it into Premiere, cut the dead space, let it live in like a flow state, which by the way, if it's actually kind of crazy. I seen this the other day. Let's see if analytics are working. They're not. Or wait, maybe they are now. Analytics. It's actually, yeah, I can't get into them for some reason. Yeah, it's YouTube Studio's down or some shit. What's crazy about this is if I look back over a year, some of my best performing videos were VOD clips from stream. Meaning taking what I did, and I can still do that, by the way. This stream is short enough, and I can actually use. The crazy thing is this. I can take the VOD today. I can download the VOD from YouTube. I can then put it into Premiere. I can download the transcript from this. I could take the transcript, go to AI and say, I want to take this live stream VOD and turn it into what was like the general title today that I used. I want to take this live stream VOD and I want to turn this into how the content creator system that actually works, or my content creator workflow that runs my entire business. Okay. I can put that into AI and I can say, cut out anything. Tell me exactly at the timestamps to cut out anything that I don't want, that would not add to that story. And it will timestamp for timestamp. Cut this out, cut this out, cut this out, cut those out in Premiere, put everything together, boom, video idea. Some of my best videos in the last year were videos within a live stream where somebody asked something or we went to go talk about a topic pre-stream. And I was like, okay, time to talk about the topic. I hit record. I recorded something for 20 minutes, brought it into Premiere, cut the dead space. Dude, it's actually crazy. Some of my best performing videos in the last year were just repurpose of content. Maybe for the sake of today's video, I should literally do that and we see how that video performs. Maybe we do that. Maybe we do that. Dude, I struggle with the script. My videos, TikTok, IG. I run web design agency. Malv, if you get some time, go to my YouTube, biggie.co. Link is in the bio, or it's just my @name on TikTok. Go to biggie.co. Go to my YouTube channel. If you go to the live streams tab, last week we did a stream. I wanted to see the actual title for this. We did a stream called How I Make Shorts in Minutes, full creator workflow, workshop Wednesday. It's a 2-hour stream. You get time, go watch that VOD back. You can watch it on double time, by the way. Little heads up for people that don't have time for things. Go watch it on double time. In that stream, I specifically break down my setup, how I get ideas on how to get ideas to put together shit in minutes. We did everything live. We chat and I came up with the ideas live, reacted. We put together the script. I showed you what AI gave me at first, like helped build structure. I corrected it with my own touches, my own thoughts. Chat helped me out with this, by the way. I recorded the video live, which was actually, MILF Slayer 69, which was actually really embarrassing. I think we killed it. But basically, last workshop Wednesday, I did everything fucking live. So hopefully, if you go watch that process, hopefully that will kind of help. Give you a little bit more control of like, oh, wait, I can use AI in this way. This is helpful. I can use AI to build some structure and be like, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't read that. Let me change that. Let me change this. Yeah, it's on YouTube. What up, Sharp? What's up, baby? What's up, Michael? See, guys, and you see all the people in here? Keep up the great content, man. Thanks for the tips. Thanks for the help. You guys have helped me. This is why we give a little banter to the fucking people in here that just come in and hate, because that's the real value, man. I don't give a fuck. Fucking, oh my God, TikTok only got this many views today. Brother, if one of these fucking streams can help somebody generate an extra 5 figures this year, can help somebody get on a fucking path, what is the L from these streams? You guys, dude, people just focus on the dumbest shit. Their own insecurities, man. This just popped up talking about clipping. I need to do clips. I've been dreading. Again, guys, in the creator blueprints, part of the PDF in here, we got a couple people that have bought them. They can vouch in this. Actually, if you guys could too, let me know. I tried my best to make sure that if you get the creator blueprint, not only do you have like the cheat sheet, not only do you have this informative guide for you guys to make sure you understand the process of things and what you need to be putting together, I included another README file to break down some of those things, to break down like clipping terms, things that you could be looking up to set up to make your job easier and whatnot. Hopefully it broke down it enough. I got a couple suggestions that I should put a video in there explaining those. I'm considering it, but hopefully the PDF I put together was informative enough. I tried, like for the streamer blueprint, for example, I tried to break down like how people set up clipping, how people put together yada, yada, yada. Yeah. But your issue isn't nasal breathing. You need some cardio. I do cardio. I'm down 30 pounds over the last few months. Thanks for asking. I appreciate it. I actually do have a nasal breathing problem. To actually fix that, I should get surgery. That's what I really should get. But the retardism from you guys coming around just trying to fucking mark something off as people don't have a nasal breathing problem. Oxygen is one of the most fucking important things that you can have. Just a heads up. I don't know if you know that, but oxygen is super important to our longevity in life. So yeah, it's actually pretty important, especially when you live in an area where pollen is really, really, really high. Yeah, someone's never had allergies. No, somebody is just trying to target. Again, guys, inherently, anytime this happens, this is not a person coming from a place where anybody in here would inspire to be like this individual. They're trying to just target point the first thing to try to like rage bait or be disrespectful. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Yeah. Well, brother, if it wasn't that deep, you wouldn't even comment about it, right? But nonetheless, you're bored. You have nothing to do with your life. You're not contributing to society at all. So you just wanted to be a dipshit about something. And then you didn't expect to get an actual response out of it. I had nasal surgery, changed my life. It's actually insane. My buddy keeps telling me, he's like, dude, you got to do it. Yeah, these are the magnetic ones. We talk a little. I think nasal breathing is huge too. Brother, see, you just can't fucking, you can't explain it enough. You can't explain it enough. This guy's a fucking athlete out here too, so. Dudes that Black Rifle Coffee Company cap again and mad at a random. Dudes in that Black Rifle Coffee Company cap again and mad at a random. Okay, we'll stay on topic today. You guys got to remember, anytime somebody comes in and does this, and we ban this person, these are accounts with like fucking 5 followers and following like 2,000 people. You guys get like, Jesus. The world is going to have this. The world is going to have this. It's easier to try to just shit on others than it is to do anything good for themselves. Some people have a hat fetish, so some people are just fucking stupid and have nothing better to do with their time. It is what it is. Yo, dude, what was the title of that video? I'm looking at your YouTube. You talking about the shorts thing? How to make shorts in minutes. Full creator workflow workshop Wednesday. It's in the live tab. They hate us because they ain't us. They hate us because they don't do ain't us. Trucking. I enjoy health and fitness and golf only on TikTok. Would that blueprint help? Yeah, because the first thing it's going to tell you is you shouldn't only be on TikTok. So that's going to be step number 1. Yeah, for sure. For sure, the blueprint would help you 100%. Especially in what you do, dude. Yeah, the trucking shit. Dude, that's a whole fucking world. Whole world. I get so much hate for putting PDFs away. It's insane. Dude. You know the bad thing? You guys ever heard of dead internet theory? Now, some of these, like, I obviously on Kick, it's not. Kick brings in like the fucking bored people that have nothing better to do with their day. So I don't think like those people fall under dead internet theory. But you guys, so dead internet theory is this idea that like a huge portion of the internet, you're not even talking to real people. It's kind of fucking scary. Yeah. But also it does make sense. And the general idea is like some of the comments, even live, like AI has gotten so good. Some of the comments that like we respond to and then we get, they're not even real people. And even from a psychological level, they're not even real people. Like some of you got like, guys, one of the biggest lessons you're going to understand when you do anything in life is you're just going to get, there's a vast majority of the population, maybe not majority. I don't know. I'd like to see actual numbers of that. Either way, there's a lot of people that like they're not comprehensive of even just the basic things that you understand as a human being. And what I always try to tell people is like, especially in the States. Okay. I mean, it's any country where you can go take a good road trip. Anybody in here been on a road trip, right? Type 1 in chat if you've ever been on a road trip before. You ever took a long travel, all right? I've gone like 18 hours before. Okay. I tried to break this down to Megan one time and she was even like, oh, that's fucking crazy if you think about it. So you take a road trip, right? You start to run out of gas in an area, obviously, that you're not familiar with or anything. And you don't have any options. You're going to have to get off on the side of the road in the middle of nowhere and get gas, right? And, oh, by the way, my camera's about to die. Hold on, let me swap this out. I want to, like, I want you guys to hear this. Do it now before it gets swapped out. All right, 1 second. TikTok, you guys don't have to deal with this. This is there we go. Okay, so all right, back on point. Here's something that you guys, it's very valuable you guys understand this, especially being a content creator, because dude, there's just a certain level of something where you gotta understand how a lot of people in the world are, especially in the online space, because all you see is profile pictures and a name, and you automatically like create a character of what that person is, and you honestly give them too much credit. First and foremost, again, some of them, they're not even real people. These are actual bots, like fake generated accounts out there in the world to just stir up controversy and get you going. Like, that's a legitimate thing. Instagram, TikTok, X, huge for these things. Huge for these things. Now, take it even other step back. You take a road trip, you're running out of gas, you got to stop in some fucking random gas station in the middle of nowhere. I know I'm not the only one when I say that you stop at that random gas station in the middle of nowhere, you meet some of the dumbest fucking NPC humans you've ever met in your life. It's not all of them. It's not like that everybody in the middle of nowhere is just an NPC. But like, let's be real. That's happened to anybody in here. You stop at a gas station, middle of nowhere, this gas station where you're like, I wonder how many fucking customers they see a day. They're just a random gas station in a small town on the middle of the fucking highway. And you go there and these people are like at the cash register, like $10 minus $4.20. What would be the math on this? And you're like, Jesus fucking Christ. Are you serious? Or like you come up there and they're like talking to you about their personal drama. And you're like, what? You're fucking working at a business right now. Why are you telling me about like personal drama? Because like that's their entire life. Okay. You automatically in your head, you're like, wow, this person's an NPC. You have to understand that a large portion of the world is that. When you get comments from people online and they make these stupid fucking comments, you're giving too much benefit to that individual, creating this like facade image of like, this is probably a good person giving me really good criticism. And the reality is that's the stupid fucking clerk from the gas station that made your $10 transaction extremely fucking difficult. And they're telling you how to live your life. Now you can say, well, that's dickish of you to think that you're above somebody. That's not even the point. That's not the point. Once you realize that it's not worth your fucking time to stress about those individuals, that you should stay focused on your things, it gives you a superpower. It gives you a superpower. You can interact with it, you can banter with it, but at the end of the day, by fucking 1 o'clock, every conversation that we had today from a negative individual, they're forgotten about. I have no idea that they fucking exist. And that's how you should treat any of these people. Any of these people. Because on the online world, the first point is most of them aren't even fucking real. It's crazy. Look it up. Look it up. It's crazy. It is crazy. And again, it's not the shit on country folk. I come from the country. I come from an area where a lot of people, very smart individuals. I'm just saying, I know for a fact you guys have come across human NPCs. I know you have. I know you have. I know for a fact that you guys have. And you make me look like the bad guy when I say a lot of people out there are just fucking stupid. But you guys come across this shit all the time. You wouldn't take advice from them or criticism from them in person. But for some reason, you do it on the internet. Like, come on, guys. Come on, man. Yep. And don't generalize it like a fucking pussy. Oh, so somebody just works at a gas station means that they're dumb? No. Some people just have different situations. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean. You're just trying to create fucking negative response out of it. You know, you go out there and interact with people. There's a certain IQ that you deal with. And you're like, Jesus fucking Christ. That's a lot of fucking people. A lot of fucking people. A lot of four bangers running on 2 cylinders. Yes. Yes. And then now with social media riddling their fucking brain, it's just so much worse. So much worse. Call it for what it fucking is. Call it for what it is. Never ask a homeless person how not to be homeless. People aren't doing it. Well, it's like I think it was, who was that talked about this? God damn it. It's going to bother me. Tony Robbins. Like he said, the general problem is like how people are wired. If you reset tomorrow and gave everybody in the world, let's just use America as an example. You reset tomorrow, everybody in America is just reset. The total wealth, everything, everybody's got the same amount of money tomorrow. Billionaires use all their money and it gets distributed. Everybody tomorrow. Boom. We all have the same amount of money in our bank account. By the end of the year, the majority of broke people will be broke again, and the wealthy people will be wealthy again. And for the very people that don't understand that, the fact that you don't understand that is why you don't get the big picture. Because you just think it's random. No, it's habits. It's the core foundation of what we're talking about today. It is fucking habits. It is habits that cause these things. No, people just never had a fair chance. You tell me every single person that is in a bad situation never had a fair chance? You guys realize how many fucking homeless people come from wealth? You guys realize that? Why do you think there's so many success stories of millionaires that came from nothing? It's not everybody just disconnects. You're wealthy, you're successful, it was handed to you. You had the good opportunities. You're not doing good, things are bad for you. Life was just tough for you. You'd never had any chance in your life to do better. Ever. It's super situational. A lot of people do get screwed over. It's very true. But the thing is too, I guarantee if we were all to have a fucking a breakdown fucking session and every one of us in chat was in a room and we were talking about everything bad that happened to us, we'd find out really quick that every one of us had some bad shit happen to us at one point. Now, the fucking key point is, do you live your entire fucking next 30 years because something bad happened to you as a child or happened to you as a teenager or that divorce? Do you just live in that state forever? Do you keep the same when you keep fucking losing money all the time from bad habits? Do you keep doing that? Hell, that's something even to this day, I am constantly trying to do a better job at. It's so easy to manage your money wrong. It's so easy to overindulge. It really fucking is. Really fucking is. Never attribute malice that which can be explained by stupidity. My dad's one of those, hates wealthy people and thinks he's owed everything, doesn't realize how much they put in. And some people don't. And he's right with some people, but it's not, it's actually a smaller percentage. It's a smaller percentage. Well, it's like that famous quote. Everybody shits on, who was it? Was it Elon or Trump? I'm not getting political. I'm just using the quote example where one of them got a small business loan of $1 million. And everybody like, well, of course he's got billions. He got $1 million. Okay. Really? Really? Okay. Let's break that down. So what's Trump's net worth? Let's just see this real quick, shall we? Let's demonstrate this. Let's break this down. Yeah, I think it's Trump, right? The classic quote, he got a small business loan of $1 million. And that's what generated. So he's worth 6.5 billion. So people say, of course he's got 6.5 billion. His dad gave him a business loan of $1 million. That's like the typical phrase. Okay, so what is if the end goal was $1 million? Let's see if I worded this correctly. Let's just do this. Okay, so this is big lesson moment here for you guys. Big lesson moment for you guys. So to say, well, of course it was easy for him to make $6.5 billion. He had a small business loan of $1 million. If that's the case, if it's just as simple as, well, it's easy to turn $1 million into 6.5 billion. If you have $154, you should be able to turn it into $1 million. That's the equivalent. And the fact that a vast majority of people don't understand what I just mentioned in itself says the problem. If you're in chat, by the way, and you're about to question that doesn't make any sense. Stop before you send that message. Stop. Because that is the equivalent. You don't just have a fucking business loan of $1 million and turn it into 6.5 billion. You don't just get to do that. Just like you don't just take $154 and turn it into $1 million. It doesn't work like that. You don't get to say like, oh, well, they had a lot of money up front, so they just turned it into fucking 6,500x. Doesn't work like that. Yeah, with that logic, you should be able to take $20 an hour and turn it into hundreds of thousands. Right. Right. The right market, right location, and strong business plan can make or break you. Yeah, and the habits. And the habits. Yeah, everything's on biggie.co. So, but that's people nowadays. Well, of course you do well. You have this. But then the first second that they can turn and shit on you for having that, of course you're doing well. You have all these followers across the platform. And then you make a point to that. Oh, you only get so many views per those followers. It's okay. So what is it? Either the followers are valuable or they're not valuable. What is it? I don't get it. I don't get it. It was a long period of time. It was a lot of risk. And by the way, for anybody with even remotely good credit, I don't think you guys realize it's not hard to get a business loan. You guys know that, right? A lot of people, if you have respectful credit and you're of a certain age, you can go to the bank and get a $500,000 business loan. Okay, so do the fucking same thing. Go to the bank, get a $500,000 business loan, get a $250,000 business loan, turn it into a few $1 billion. Good fucking luck. Good fucking luck. What's really hard? That logic. You guys are talking. You guys are essentially agreeing, but you're just talking about the different nuances in it. Anyways, guys, I think that covers it today. Yeah. So those are the 5 pretty important things that I do on a weekly basis that literally saves me hours of content creation and stress. So heads up, guys, I'm going to be back on Kick today for a sponsored stream. So we'll be over there if you guys want to check that out. I'm going to go get a little workout in real quick. What else? Big part of all this, everything we talked about today, blueprints, man. I can't fucking sell them enough to you guys. They'll help you. There's just no way around it. They'll help you. They will. They're not a get rich quick scheme. They're not a fucking pyramid scheme. They're not a overnight success. Doing those things over the next 3 months is going to change the course of how you manage your streams, how you manage the content creator side, how you manage your business, everything. It will change you 100%. If you actually do it, day 1 to day 90, it changes everything. It will. You will be more related to how a lot of people have found success in this industry. I'd argue that even for some people, depending on what their thing is, in that 90 days, they'll find a crazy amount of success. But even past that, it will put you on the path to find success in the long term if you stick to those things. Exactly what a pyramid scheme. Well, the only way of a pyramid scheme that it would work is if I turn people into being able to turn it into other things. But I don't have that. I need to figure out a way to do that, huh? We need to figure out a way to do that to turn. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. I think that's everything. If you guys missed the stream, you're coming towards the tail end. The whole VOD will be over on YouTube if you want to listen to it like a podcast style. Anybody that while you're on the site, guys, snag the LUT packs. Check out any of the gear that I use for anything. It's on the gear list for free. You can follow me on all the other platforms there. LUT packs, creator blueprints. If you need a book on some one-on-one time for some genuine consulting, you have real problems that's worth investing into, feel free to fucking hit me up. I'm always down to fucking talk shop and help some other creators out as long as I can actually provide that value for you. Dudes, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Go out, kill it today. Work on building some better systems. Snag the blueprints to help build those better systems. Go slap your mom's ass for me. Love you guys. Peace. Bye. Bye.